Or you got tolerance for each other. So some people are going to get in there and you're going to be like, I can't stand that guy, but you're going to come in, that part of the community is going to be there, but you're going to learn to get through that. And work through all kinds of different fun, challenging, and exciting things in the community. In Transformations on the shirt, the next thing it says is accountability. Accountability is probably the driving factor for the success. Community is why we do it over and over again. Community is why people are excited to come in, but accountability is what drives the results, right? And community, I could take this and I could stick it under here, no problem, right? Because it falls under the accountability side of it. I'm going to list some things for you on the accountability. So one, layer of accountability, and I have it written down right here, but I'm going to write it up here for you guys. So the Facebook page. Who in here is on Facebook? Show of hands. Who in here, show of hands, when I said Facebook was like, oh great. That's cool, that's cool. You can name yourself Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, Unabomber, don't care. You can pick a name, you can make it up. No one has to know who it is except for you and your Transformations community, okay? Totally understand if you don't want to be on social media, that's your call, but I do highly recommend that you guys get involved with this portion of it for yourself so that you can participate fully, okay? The other thing that you're going to have nutrition challenges. So the nutrition challenges are going to come out every week. We're going to send them to you on the Facebook page and via your email. When you get those, you're going to have a choice. You're going to say, all right, I don't want to do any of that, and that's fine. Or you're going to have a choice where you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to nail all of those, and that's fine too. It's just a challenge. It's an idea. It's a suggestion. And I'm going to get to here in a few minutes about what all of this means when I say it's a suggestion or a challenge to you, but I'm going to get to that in just a minute. The other thing that we're going to have travel workouts. So travel workouts means that if you come into this program, so let me back up a second. When I started to create this whole thing, I thought to myself, I had a little tiny itty bitty studio that I built down in Palm Desert. How many of you know where Palm Desert is? Palm Desert is one of the most seasonal communities ever. So in the summertime, everyone goes away. In the wintertime, everybody comes. But when they're there, they're not really caring about working out. So I had to be very creative in my way to capture the people that were going to stick around and the people that were there during the winter. And for me, one of the things that I had to get rid of was the excuses that people could come up with to not do the program. I had a conversation just a few minutes ago with you about your schedule. He said, super busy. Do you know how many times I've heard that? I just got done telling you I've worked with about 5,000 people. About 4,999 of them have told me they're too busy. Everyone's too busy. We're all too busy. You know, and I'm gonna, like I told you before, I'm gonna say some things that might offend you, but when you get heart disease, when you get diabetes, when you're obese, when you can't pick up your kids, when you can't play with your kids, when you can't play with your grandkids, when your grandkids want to go outside and run around and you can't do that, when you got to sit on the bench at the park instead of get up and pick them up when they get to the bottom of the slide, then tell me you were too busy. Because you're not too busy. You're just you're too involved in something else. You just have to make a decision to say, all right, you know what, for an hour a day, it's about me. And so on that topic, I want to tell you guys something about this program. This program is not about exercise. It's not about nutrition. It's about you making a commitment to you, and everything else outside of the program does not matter. When you are here for that hour, if you cannot commit mentally to that hour, everything that we tell you, everything we give you is a waste of everybody's time. You have got to be able to walk in that hour and just, it's about me right now. It's not about your kids. It's not about your spouse. It's not about any of that. They can reap the benefits of the hour. They're gonna love that, what you become from the hour, but it ain't about them in the hour. It's about you guys in that hour. And if you can do that, you'll be so successful. You'll be so successful in your fitness. You'll be so successful in your nutrition. You will be so much happier, so much more comfortable, so much more confident. All of those different things start to happen for you guys. When I lost 100 pounds, business became much easier. All of a sudden, I was a better salesman. I'm saying the same thing, though. I'm saying the same thing. But I'm probably saying it with a little bit more confidence. I'm probably saying it with a little bit more excitement. probably saying it because I have a little more passion about it now, because I can relate to it, right? So you were not too busy to do this. You just have to make a decision that now is the time you're going to make the time. That makes sense to everybody? So the travel workout, that was a long tangent about the travel workout. The travel workout was another thing that I got from Palm Desert. People were like, oh, I'm gone during the summer. Cool, I'll give you workouts all summer. Give me your email address. You're on YouTube? I'll post YouTube videos all summer. Every day you want to do them. I'll send you everything you need. And so then they're like, damn, well, okay, well, I work a lot. All right, well, we have 8 opportunities a day, 30 opportunities a week for you to do the program. They're like, ooh, they're with that excuse. They're like, I'm vegan. I'm like, I got a registered nutritionist and dietitian that's going to help you with that. She's vegan too. Like a week later, they're out for steak and stuff. They were lying. So there's a ton of opportunities, you guys, but I've spent years developing things that are going to get around those excuses for you. But at some point, you can just say no. And that's what I want to hear from you. If you don't want to do it, I want to hear a no. I don't want to hear an excuse. I want to hear, no, I'm not into it. I don't want to do it. Now's not the time for me. And that's cool, because you can see over there, I have all those shirts. And they say transformations on them, and to me, they might as well say my name on them. And so if I give you one of my shirts, and in 8 weeks you haven't captured any of these results that we're going to talk about, I would rather you not wear my shirt. It's bad business. If you're not here to commit and make the commitment and change, please don't wear my shirt. It's bad business. There's 4,000 people walking around here, and they see you in that shirt and be like, man, she's wearing that shirt. She's still wearing that damn shirt. She hasn't changed a bit. I don't want to do that program. It doesn't work, right? But if you get the shirt and you make the commitment, you're the perfect business for us, right? Your life is going to change. You're going to be that better person at work that I just told you I was. You're going to walk around with more confidence, a bigger smile. People are going to feed off your energy. That's a big deal. So travel workouts is part of the accountability. What else are we going to do? We're going to put you in a group of 6 people. And that ties up to your community as well, but we're going to put you in a group of 6 people, right? The 6 people in your group are going to become your I don't want to say support group, but they're going to become your friends. When I got married, I had 3 tabletops of people that were transformers. They were people that were in transformations that I had worked with over the years. 3 tabletops. For those of you who have been married, you know how expensive that is. You got to really like these people, right? That's a lot of people, right? So my point is that we begin to share in a journey that really bonds people together. So your 6 people are going to hold you accountable, because it's really easy when you're training with one person. He's a trainer back there. These guys are trainers. I've been a trainer a long time. Chris back there is a trainer. Craig's a trainer. And we'll all stand here and tell you that it is really easy for people to cancel on us. People will call like 2 hours before the session. Oh, not going to make it today. Sorry, Chris. Sorry, Ben. Sorry, Jason. Not going to make it today. That's easy, right? But if I'm training in a group with 6 people that I've been training with for 2, 3, 4 weeks, they expect me to be there. Now there's 7 people, including the trainer, the 5 other people. They're going to be like, hey, where were you? My kids. They're going to be like, yeah, I got kids too. What? Well, and then the excuses are no longer valid, because you have all these different people that have all these different challenges as well, and they're still there. They're going to call you on that stuff. And that's another huge layer of the accountability. Another very, very important layer of accountability that we have is the assessment. It has a whole bunch of S's, so I hope I put enough of them in there. The assessment is super important, you guys. Like I said in the beginning, we're going to take you into a room. You're going to sit down. This is your time to be accountable to us and to be honest with yourself. When you come in that room the first time, you're going to sit down with your trainer. You're going to tell your trainer all your challenges. You'll be like, I have kids that are a pain in the butt. I have a husband or a wife that likes to eat unhealthy food, so I'm going to have to really focus on getting him or her involved. I work, 9-10 hours a day. I have to travel to the club. I commute to the club. I have all these different things. You're going to sit down and tell them all that stuff. You're going to lay it all out there. While you're doing that, they're going to measure you from head to toe, 7 different spots. Then they're going to put you on the InBody, and they're going to give you a body fat assessment. We're going to document all that stuff. We're going to go for the first couple of weeks working on the goals that you shared with us. So you're going to tell, I want to lose X amount of fat. I want to get strong in my lower back. I have pain in my knee. I want to get over that pain in my knee. We're going to work with you to accomplish all those things. At week 4, we're going to assess you again in the same way. If you have not progressed as rapidly as you or we think you should be, we will reformulate, we'll refigure out what we need to do, and for the next 4 weeks, we'll be on a new path. That's so important, you guys, because that's a layer of accountability on us, right? Not too many programs that you do will let you come in the middle of it and give us your feedback. And not only give us your feedback, but you guys, let me tell you something. How many of you have done the in-body test? Where you stand on the thing and hold it like this and it gives you your body fat? All right, so for those of you who haven't done it, let me explain to you what it looks like and how uncomfortable it can be. So, and it's not, don't think it's about you guys. It's uncomfortable for us too, because we've been working really, really hard to help you get the results, right? And you've been telling us that you've been doing all these things right. This is why what I said earlier about being honest in your communication, because if you're dishonest in your communication, these guys are going to be sitting there and you stand on the thing and it's like boom, 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 playing little elevator music. And then as the results start to come up, just so you know, that's stressful for us too. Because we've told you we were going to help you. We told you we were going to get you these results. And you've told us, hopefully, that you followed through on all of the things that we've asked you to do. So we expect the result to be something. And we're all waiting. And there's a little orange line that starts going across the screen. And we're hoping it stops sooner than it probably will. And it's going and it's going and it's going. And we're all sitting there waiting. And if you've been dishonest with us, then you're misleading yourself and the results aren't going to be what they are. But how many programs or anything that you do in the middle of it are going to give you an opportunity to call everybody on where they're at? Right? That's legit. That's keeping it real. That's like, hey, check it out. You told me this was going to happen. It's not happening. And we're going to be like, well, hey, check it out. Like you didn't eat like you said you were going to eat. All right, now let's huddle up. Let's fix it. And for the next 4 weeks, let's go after it again. So then at the end of that, we're going to assess again and see where you're at. We're going to take all of the information, all of the data into consideration. We're going to see where you're at. Okay? So 3 assessments. Huge, 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 huge part of the accountability. The other last big thing that I'm going to do here, food logging. You guys, it is a known fact. Things that are documented, things that, does anybody know where I'm going with this? Who can finish my sentence? Anybody?
Awareness of what you're eating.
You're going to write down what you're eating. The things that are documented, it is a fact in business. Things that are documented change. You can advance things that are documented. You write down what's happening. Everybody can evaluate it, can change it. Things that are documented are better managed. Things that are documented will progress. If you write down what you eat when you eat it and share it with people, you can be held accountable for it, and you can look back at it, and I promise you will make changes. If you don't, you're just going through the motions. Remember the exercise in the beginning? Remember?
What about
all this?
alcohol?
What about alcohol? We're going to talk about that in a second.
Important to me.
No, that's a legit question, and you're going to be surprised by my answer. So you're going to, let me give you the short answer. You're going to log that. Because we need to know
That's
that.
a lot of it to log.
Good. Good. You know, I'm going to tell you in a minute why that's really important when we talk about results in nutrition. You guys, everything you log, you got to log it. This is something where everybody, when they first start, they're like, yeah, I'm going to log everything. And like week 2, no, all of a sudden they just disappear. No one's logging anymore. And then they're like, well, I didn't want to log that. It wasn't good. What the hell? That defeats the whole purpose. Well, I ate a cake, but I didn't log it. How can I help you fix the things that you need to fix if you're not honest about it? Remember that whole honesty thing? We are 40 minutes in right now, just so you guys know, for anybody who's getting restless, we're 40 minutes in. I said I'd have you out of here by about 7:10, and I will. If you guys want to grab something, grab something. If you need to take a quick break to go to the bathroom, run and do that. Does anybody need anything?